Hey, before we say anything today, we want to ask you something, and we want you to actually think about the answer.
When someone asks you, "How are you?" in English, what do you say?
Fine, thank you. Good, and you? Not bad.
And is that actually true?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes not even close.
But in English, in a second language, we often reach for the safest, most automatic answer, because talking about how we're really doing requires words we might not have practiced, vocabulary for difficult feelings, phrases for complicated situations.
And so the honest answer stays inside, in our own language, where no one else can hear it.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Anna. Welcome to Speak First English, where we speak first and think second.
Anna, I want to start with something real. In your English journey, what was your biggest struggle? Not just your language struggle, your life struggle that you also had to live through in English.
Okay, the hardest one for me was a period when I was very burnt out, exhausted. Not from one thing, from everything at once. Work, studying, relationships, pressure. And I remember trying to explain this to a colleague in English and not having the words, saying something like, "I'm just very tired." And knowing that was true, but also completely inadequate.
Because tired doesn't cover it.
Tired doesn't cover it at all. And not having the language for what you're really going through when you're already going through something hard is its own kind of loneliness.
And today, we fix that. We give you the language for the hard things. Because life doesn't pause because you're learning English.
Today's topic, talk about your struggles in English.
And let's be clear about what we mean by struggles, not just big dramatic crises. Struggles are also the everyday hard things, the pressure of work, the exhaustion of responsibilities, the feeling of being lost, the weight of worry, the quiet sadness of missing someone, the frustration of not being understood.
All of these happen in English-speaking contexts every day, and most learners navigate them in silence or with language that doesn't fit the feeling.
Today, we give you the language that fits, because being able to describe your difficulties, even imperfectly, even in a second language, is a form of self-advocacy, and self-advocacy matters.
Before we start, please share this episode. Send it to someone who is going through something hard and who might feel alone in it. This is for them. The language in this episode is for them.
Let's talk about it. Anna, let's start with something I think surprises people. Why is it specifically hard to talk about struggles, not just feel them, but talk about them in a second language?
Because emotional language is the deepest layer of a language. When we learn a new language, we build from the outside in. We learn the practical words first, colors, numbers, food, directions, then more complex words, work, relationships, opinions.
And emotional vocabulary, really precise emotional vocabulary, comes last.
And it's also the most personal. The words for grief, for exhaustion, for anxiety, for the specific feeling of being overwhelmed, these are words we often don't even search for because we never expected to need them in English.
But then life happens, and life is not always colors and directions.
Exactly. Think of your emotional vocabulary in your native language like a full wardrobe. Every feeling has a garment that fits it perfectly. Some are everyday clothes, you wear them often. Some are for specific occasions, but they all fit.
And in a new language, especially early on, you have a limited wardrobe, maybe 3 shirts and a jacket, functional. But when the weather changes dramatically, when life gets complicated, you don't have the right thing to wear.
And you stand there, feeling the cold, or the heat, or the storm. And you're trying to say, "I need a coat," but you only have the word for cold. And it's not enough.
Today, we build the wardrobe, slowly, starting with the most important garments.
The vocabulary for real life, not just the comfortable parts.
Can I share something? Something I didn't expect to be hard, that turned out to be one of the most important things I learned in English?
Please, always.
So, there was a period a few years ago when I was going through something genuinely difficult. Not a catastrophe, but a sustained, quiet difficulty. A relationship that was ending. Work that wasn't working, a feeling of being stuck.
The combination kind of hard.
The combination. And I was spending a lot of time in English-speaking environments, and people would ask, "How's everything going?" And I would say, "Fine, a bit busy." every single time.
The automatic answer.
And one day, a colleague, someone I didn't know very well, asked the same question, and something about the way she asked it was different. She actually stopped. She made eye contact. She waited.
She was actually asking.
She was actually asking. And I said, "Honestly, it's been a bit of a rough patch." And she said, "Tell me." And I did. Imperfectly, with wrong words and gaps, but I said something real, in English, to another person.
And what happened?
She listened, and then she said, "I had a year like that a few years back. It does pass." And those two sentences from someone I barely knew helped more than I expected.
Because she understood, across the language gap, because you gave her the chance to.
A rough patch. That phrase was the key. It gave me permission to be honest without being dramatic. It was the right garment for that moment.
And today we give you more of those phrases, the right garments for the hard moments.
Let's get into the tips. Tip number 1, and this one is the most immediately useful. Tip 1, build your spectrum of struggle vocabulary.
Because not all struggles are equal, and English has a beautiful spectrum of phrases, from the mildly difficult to the genuinely painful, that let you be precise about where you are.
Let's go from lightest to heaviest, and for each, a real sentence.
Lightest, a bit off. When something is mildly wrong but you can't quite name it. I've been feeling a bit off this week. Not sick, just not quite myself.
Next, a rough patch, a temporary difficult period. The phrase Jake used, "Work has been a rough patch lately. I'm hoping it'll settle down soon."
Then, going through a tough time, a more significant difficulty. She's going through a tough time right now. Please be patient with her.
Heavier, struggling, direct and honest. "I'm struggling with the workload right now." Or, "I'm struggling to stay motivated."
And heavier still, burnt out. Complete emotional and physical exhaustion. I'm completely burnt out. I've been running on empty for months.
And for the deepest places, overwhelmed. Too much to handle at once. "I feel overwhelmed. Everything is happening at the same time and I don't know where to start."
And one more, at a low point. Honest, dignified, and clear. I won't pretend. I'm at a low point right now, but I'm working through it.
These phrases are a ladder, from small to significant, and you choose the rung that fits your situation. Honest, appropriate, real.
The spectrum of struggle vocabulary. Know your rungs, use the one that fits, and trust that using it, even in English, is always better than silence.
Tip number 2, and this one is for the moment when someone asks you how you are and you don't want to lie, but you don't want to overshare. Tip 2, use the honest update.
The honest update is a short, real, dignified answer to "how are you" that goes beyond fine, but doesn't require a full explanation.
The structure is simple. Acknowledge the truth, plus offer a small window, then close it.
Let's hear some examples.
Example 1. "Honestly, it's been a challenging few weeks, but I'm getting through it."
Acknowledge, challenging few weeks. Window, I'm getting through it. Close, the sentence ends there. You don't owe more.
Example 2. "A bit tired today, but grateful for the distraction of work, to be honest."
Acknowledge, a bit tired. Window, grateful for the distraction. Close, the lighthearted tone signals you're okay.
Example 3. "I've had better months, but things are slowly improving."
Acknowledge, better months. Window, slowly improving. Close, forward-looking, signals progress.
And example 4, the most powerful one for deep difficulty. "It's been a hard period, but I'm taking it one day at a time."
That phrase, "one day at a time," is one of the most universally understood expressions of quiet resilience in English. It says, I'm not pretending it's fine. I'm not falling apart. I'm just here, today. One day.
People hear that and they understand. They don't pry. They don't dismiss. They simply see you.
The honest update. Acknowledge, window, close. You said something true, you protected yourself, you let someone see you just enough. Tip number 3. And this one gives you the vocabulary to be specific about what kind of hard you're going through, because the type of difficulty matters. Tip 3. Learn to describe the type of struggle.
Because "I'm struggling" is a starting point, but "I'm struggling with" followed by a specific is a sentence that actually communicates and sometimes opens a door for help.
Let's go through the most common types and the English for each.
Work pressure. I'm finding the workload really difficult to manage right now. Or I'm under a lot of pressure at work and it's starting to affect everything else.
Loneliness. I've been feeling quite isolated lately. It's hard to build connections here. Or I miss having people around who really know me.
Uncertainty about the future. I'm at a crossroads right now and I'm not sure which direction to take. Or I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty about what comes next.
Grief or loss. I'm going through a loss right now. I'm still processing it. Or things have been hard since I lost someone close to me.
Exhaustion. I'm running on empty at the moment. Or I've been giving everything to everything and there's nothing left.
Self-doubt. I'm going through a period of self-doubt, questioning whether I'm on the right path, or I'm finding it hard to believe in myself right now.
And financial stress. Things are a bit tight financially right now. Or I'm going through a difficult patch financially, trying to figure things out.
Each of these is honest. None of them overshares. All of them communicate something real and invite understanding without demanding it.
Choose the one that fits. Use it. Let someone know where you are, because sometimes just naming it to another person makes the weight slightly lighter. Tip number 4, and this one is for when you need to talk about your struggle but also show that you're moving through it. Not performing resilience, but authentically communicating, I'm in something hard and I'm still here. Tip 4, use the keep going phrases.
Because there's a middle ground between I'm fine and I'm falling apart. And that middle ground is where most of us actually live during difficult periods.
Here are the most natural, most authentic keep-going phrases in English.
I'm taking it one step at a time. Forward movement without pressure. You're not rushing, you're not stopping, you're stepping.
It's not easy, but I'm figuring it out. Honest about the difficulty, confident about the process.
I've had setbacks, but I'm not giving up. Acknowledges failure without being defined by it.
I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm moving in the right direction. Hope without false optimism.
It's a process. I'm learning to be patient with myself. Self-compassion as a strategy, not a weakness.
I'm still figuring things out, but I'm okay. The most versatile one, almost universally understood, almost always true.
And my personal favorite, it's been hard, but it's also made me stronger in ways I didn't expect. The honest acknowledgement that difficulty and growth can happen simultaneously.
These phrases are not toxic positivity. They don't pretend everything is fine. They just say, I'm here, I'm still going, and that's enough for today.
The keep going phrases. They tell your story with dignity, and they invite others to walk beside you, not to carry you, not to fix you, just to be there. And our final tip, tip 5. And this one shifts the direction, from talking about your own struggles to being someone who can ask about others. Tip 5. Learn to ask about someone else's struggles.
Because one of the most powerful things you can do with the language of difficulty is use it to show another person that you see them.
And so many people, especially in English, in a second language, don't know how to ask. They either ask too directly and it feels intrusive, or they stay completely on the surface and the other person feels invisible.
There's a middle way, and it sounds like this.
How are you, really? The word really signals that you're not looking for the automatic answer. You're offering a safe space for the real one.
You seem a bit quiet today. Everything okay? Observation-based, non-intrusive, gives the person the option to open up or say they're fine.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Open invitation. No pressure, no expectation.
That sounds really difficult. How are you holding up? Validates what they've shared and asks about their current state.
I've been there. Do you want to talk about it? Solidarity and invitation together.
And the most important phrase of all, I'm here if you need me. No question, no pressure, no agenda, just presence, offered openly.
Because sometimes what someone needs is not a conversation, just the knowledge that there is one available when they're ready.
Think of these phrases as open hands, not reaching in, just open, available, patient.
The language for asking about someone's struggle is one of the most human things you can say in any language. And in English, now you have the words.
Anna, today's words are different from all previous word tours. These words are about emotion, difficulty, and human experience. Let's look at them.
Yes, our word tour. These words will help you describe your inner life, not just the practical world around you in real English.
First word, struggle.
To struggle means to work hard to do something difficult or to have a hard time with something. I'm struggling to find balance right now. Or I'm all struggle sometimes. It's part of being human.
Next, overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed means feeling like there is too much to deal with, too many demands, too much pressure, too many emotions at once. I feel overwhelmed by everything that's happening, or when I'm overwhelmed, I try to focus on just one thing.
Then, resilient or resilience.
Resilient means able to recover from difficulty, to bounce back. Resilience is that quality. She's incredibly resilient. She keeps going no matter what. Or resilience isn't about never struggling, it's about continuing despite the struggle.
We also used vulnerable or vulnerability.
Vulnerable means open to being hurt or willing to show your true feelings even when it's scary. Vulnerability is the quality of being open in that way. Being vulnerable in a second language takes courage, or showing vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness.
And process.
When we say someone is processing something, it means they're working through it emotionally, trying to understand and accept it. I'm still processing what happened, or give yourself time to process. Healing isn't instant.
And one more, support.
Support means help and encouragement, especially emotional help during difficult times. It means so much to have your support right now, or I'm not looking for advice, just support.
Your speaking gym challenge today. The next time someone asks how you are, try one honest answer from today's episode. Just one, instead of fine, something real, even just a bit tired, but okay. That's your rep.
Before we finish, 4 things you can do with today's language.
Step 1. Learn your rung on the spectrum of struggle vocabulary. Right now, how are you really? Find the phrase that fits. Say it out loud, alone. Just practice naming where you are.
Step 2, prepare your honest update. Write it down. The next time someone asks how you are, you have a real, prepared, honest answer. It doesn't have to be long. It's been a rough patch, but I'm getting through it. That's enough.
Step 3. Choose one keep going phrase, the one that fits your current situation. Say it out loud. I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm still figuring things out, but I'm okay. Yours. Say it.
And step 4, use one asking phrase this week. The next time you sense someone around you is struggling, say, "How are you?" Really. And wait and listen. That small sentence can change someone's day.
Quick recap of our 5 tips.
Tip 1, the spectrum of struggle vocabulary. A bit off. Rough patch, tough time, struggling, burnt out, overwhelmed, at a low point. Know your rungs.
Tip 2, the honest update. Acknowledge, window, close, something real without oversharing. Dignity in honesty.
Tip 3, describing the type of struggle. Work pressure, loneliness, uncertainty, grief, exhaustion, self-doubt. Name the specific. Let it be heard.
Tip 4, the keep going phrases. One step at a time, still figuring it out, but I'm okay. It's been hard, but it's also made me stronger. The middle ground between fine and falling apart.
Tip 5, ask about someone else's struggles. How are you? Really. Open hands, patient presence, available words.
And our question for today, and this one takes courage to answer.
What is one struggle in your life right now or from your past that you have never said out loud in English?
Write it here in the comments, in whatever words you have, even just one sentence, even in perfect English. Because saying it, even here, even in writing, is a form of letting it breathe.
And we will read it, and you will not be alone in it.
You showed up today. That already says something about who you are.
We are proud of you, genuinely and completely.
This was Speak First English.
Until next time, speak first, think second, and please say the hard thing in English, in whatever words you have. It's enough. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.